crowd pretty early, but just a textbook face-off. Everyone ties up their man. It's won cleanly right back, and then you see...
Comes it to Soto. Soto, nice pass in the slot. Across. Here's a good look out front. They score. What a beautiful finish by the Kingston Frontenacs as it's taken right there and slid in. Piami gets it again. Looks. Dishes it off to his left. Shot coming. They score. Got redirected out in front. Battaglia's got a stick up. So
Gato back across the line. Able to hang on to the puck. Gives it off for Euronen. One-timer right there for Soto. Tic-tac-toe. Soto, the beneficiary of some nice pass. Niemi gives it back to Battaglia. Lots of action in front. Shot turned aside there by Oster. Oh, goes off his back and in. Tough break there for the Generals goalie as he made the save. Went straight up in the air. I think might have hit the number on his back and drifted into the net.
Exactly right. It just popped right up in the air, and he's looking around for it.
It alluded to that today. There's an opportunity for Kingston. Wide open net. The 2-foot putt, as Tim likes to say, for Matthew Soto. We are tied up at 1.
Well, Battaglia does all the work getting the puck down low, and Soto just standing on the side of the net.
Quentin Burns quickly ahead for Cedric Gaino. Shot by Battaglia, scores. Maybe Flores a little flat-footed on that one. Went off his shoulder and in the Frontenacs. Have the lead early in period 2.
I was literally just thinking after Battaglia missed that one opportunity.
Kingston's third goal. This one will bounce in. Battaglia beats it out. Nice move to the front over. Soto scores! What a move from Battaglia. And the finish from Soto extends it to a 4-0 lead. Further, Battaglia was waiting at the hash marks. Backhand feed in front. Loose biscuit. There's McNamara wraparound. Scores! The long reach of Luke McNamara pays off, and he beats McIver to make it 5-0.
Well, great. A lot of money on game tickets.
There's McGowan for Battaglia, and he outwaits and scores as Larocque bit on the first move, and Battaglia bit on the second.
Yeah, I think his upper body strength has even increased over the summer.
Soto scores! Off the wing in the back of the net, 8-0 France. Having to escape some trouble, but they do so successfully. McNamara, backdoor Ronan, left side, Battaglia scores! There was a bit of a broken play there as the puck wouldn't settle. Kingston gets it, they go tick-tack, goal.
Well, Ottawa got caught on a bad change on that.
To Soto, he wants to spring Battaglia and will. Jacob Battaglia on the forward backhand scores! A beautiful move from Battaglia, and he opens the scoring for Kingston.
Well, beautiful move by Battaglia and a beautiful pass through the neutral.
In the corner, Ronan. Niemi, right circle, Battaglia scores! Bang, bang, back of the net. France on top, 6-2.
Well, Battaglia just...
There's Vicari helping out his own case. Battaglia way up ice for Soto. Nice touch there to find Hopkins, and he'll carry it one-on-one with Protz. Left circle, wrist shot, scores!
Outers, you mentioned it right there. It's the exception to the rule and not the rule itself. This one worked in left wing side, right in front. They score. Who else? Ethan Miedema. He's been a player to watch all night, and he gets the Fronts back into a tied-up game, 1-1.
Kingston will carry it out. Here comes Soto. He's got one tonight. He's over the blue line. Soto puts on the brakes in the slot. Hopkins, what a pass, what a goal. Battaglia finishes it off. Tic-tac-toe, what a beauty. Long stretch pass. Battaglia is waiting for it. He carries it over the blue line. He has a trailer in Hopkins. Soto's out front. They score. Kingston with another one. The double eights, back-to-back goals. No monkey to take off this time. And it's 4-2 Kingston.
And set up in the Ovechkin position, right for that one-timer. Here it is.
Ronan gets it again. Backdoor. Battaglia scores.
Watch the way he had his head up. He's not going to shoot it on Larocque. He's going right to Battaglia.
It's right on the stick of Butter. He's got it head to Battaglia, and he's got Soto 2-0. Pass for Soto. They score.
Not much Jovanovski could do with that. You've got to respect Battaglia's talent for shooting. And
clean win by Gato on that one. Niemi has to settle it. Then he gets it to Battaglia. Give it go there with Soto. Nice move through his legs. Gets it up top corner. It's kind of pretty. I'd like to see
very
that one
pretty.
again.
Let's have a look at that.
Did I see? Tried to get it to Hopkins. He does. Couldn't get it to Battaglia. Now he does, and he scores with 2.8 seconds left to make it a 6-3. Down by himself. Hopkins to Battaglia, back to Hopkins. One-timer by Petey Niemi, scores. Might have gone off an Ottawa D-man, doesn't matter. 1-0 Frontenac. Miedema. Back to the point. Petey Niemi over for Gaydon. Shot right there. Oh, the Frontenacs finally poke it home. That's Jacob Battaglia. Took a couple of swipes, Tim, but he was able to get it across the goal line.
No, it's not over yet. Battaglia doing a great job just hanging around and meeting
Hopkins. Directed towards the net. Frontenacs looking for a tip. Got to the goal line and in. Pushed across the line by Battaglia. 1-0 Frontenacs.
Well, they try to bank the puck off the end boards trying to clear it, but it comes right onto Battaglia's stick. And
all the way to the far point. McGowan just chops at it. Into the slot. Wrist shot. Save. Rebound. Right there. They score. Kingston Frontenacs on the board with a 1-0 lead. Thanks to the goal by Thomas Huronen.
Well,
ends up on the stick of Battaglia. Wrist shot, scores. Off the post and in. 6-2 Kingston.
well, Gibbons just a little too far over on the
defenders. Petrovsky was able to play it around the boards. Frontenacs get it. Battaglia off to McGowan, scores. That's two beautiful wrist shot goals by Malik McGowan in 3 games here at Slush Puppy Place.
Well, Battaglia gets the puck and fans on it, but is able to control it and gets it.
No. Did you play with Martin Brodeur, Grandpa? Here comes Hopkins. He scores. Beautiful feed. Put it right through the legs of Kaprowski, and it is 6-0 Kingston.
Well,
against Cal Ritchie. Scramble. Bronx win. Back to the point. Pina Niemi scores. The quick release, Matthew Soto, and that did not take long at all. 6 seconds. The timeout pays off.
He can't get it up ice to one of his teammates. Battaglia ahead for Soto. Moving it on Johnson. Backhand, scores. Beautiful goal by Matthew Soto on the backhand, and the Frontenacs regain that 1-goal lead.
For sure, no question about that.
Battaglia. Oh, gets it to Gaydon. Backhand shot, scores. Beautiful feed, short pass to Gaydon, and he goes all the way out to center ice, where it's grabbed by Soto. Could be 2-on-1 with Battaglia if he can get that puck to settle down. Over to Battaglia, he scores. First shot on goal for Kingston goes in 2 games in a row this time.
Well,
Jacob
the
Battaglia.
North Bay defense gets a little too puck focused on Soto and basically leave Battaglia alone to come down the.
Hopkins will win this one cleanly. McGowan, Battaglia right back to McGowan. McGowan to the net, scores! Battaglia shot, save made, rebound, another try. That one went up. Barlow on the far side of the net. Battaglia still has it, and scores! 25 seconds left in the man advantage. Down low, Battaglia tries to stop play. Another chance, bad save, and another, they score! Gendon!
So, absolutely a good run of success from the offense standpoint.
Here's Battaglia breaking. Battaglia scores! Power play goal by Jacob Battaglia.
Takes the team lead in goals with his 18th tally of the year on the power play. Beats the diving
Timer, but a good job by Jovanovski at the end of that one to kick it away.
Battaglia played into Niemi, scores!
Wanted Gondol back to Niemi. Deflected by Battaglia up off back glass. Huronen met by Protz. Run to the blue line. Niemi into the crowd. Beautiful tip from Jacob Battaglia. That was really pretty for his 19th of the year. Pass. Hopkins has got to be quick to move it. Sends it down to Soto. He'll saucer it back to Burns. One-timer saved by Rye. Rebound right there. Battaglia couldn't control it. Thrown out front. One-timer by Gaydon. He scores. Little ping-pong action in front of the net. Finally, Franz are able to put it home.
Again, great puck movement by the.
Keeps it into the point. Battaglia moves down. Wrist shot. Save. Rebound right there. And Gaydon is able to slide it home, maybe with a little bit of help from Jacob Battaglia. It is a 3-1 Kingston lead.
Yeah, Ryan just not able to corral that rebound and came right out onto Battaglia's stick, and it's a 2-foot putt.
Always seemed to have a stain on his tie. I don't know what that was about. Battaglia, high slot on the backhand. Down low to Durbin. Gibbons all tied up, and Durbin with the wraparound. Gibbons looking for some interference, but it was two steelheads. And Tyler Hop pops free off the draw. Durbin has it knocked away from him. Battaglia lets it go back to Ewens, and the point comes to Battaglia. Out of the corner he goes. Shot, rebound, they go. Oh, it goes in off one of the guys in front. They're going to give it to Battaglia, and that's the go-ahead goal for Kingston.
And then that.
Burns off the draw. One-timer by Battaglia scores.
Again, second goal just from the point. Just an innocuous shot from the point. Gets by Oscar.
We'll have no.
Look at him go. Battaglia gets it back. Hopkins fires towards the goal. He scores.
Going back to get it. Whether he's lost an edge, I'm not sure. But now is wide open, and Kingston scores the goal. Here's Will Bishop. Shot, and they score just like that.
So, final seconds here of this first period. Frontenacs with a power play. Niemi waits. Now passes off for Battaglia to Willis. Wrist shot off a body. They score. Tom's Euronen right there. Johnny moving up ice with Battaglia. Goes wide. He's got a couple of mates down there with him. Comes to Gano. Cross ice. Fanning on it was Battaglia, but enough to get it across the goal line. And it's a 3-2 Frontenacs lead.
Well, really a tic-tac-toe. You're rolling.
Well, he really almost ran out of ink on that on the O. To Euronen, he'll bring it across center ice and into the Erie zone. Rubbed out nicely there by Souter. There's a shot. They score. Battaglia wastes no time getting that shot off on the feed from Cedric Gano. Able to get it to Euronen. Down the middle comes Battaglia. Comes from Tits it home. Great feed. Euronen to Battaglia. 6-2 Kingston. Side for Gano, over for Willis. Tipped in front. Pushed home by Battaglia. Frontenacs within one.
Well, Battaglia and Euronen at the side of the net. You got to pick one, and that puck just squeezed through Oak. Battaglia there for the 2-foot putt.
For Willis. Battaglia. Down low, bouncing buck. Willis trying to get his stick free, still loose. Euronen scores. He just pulled it out of the pile and put it over everybody to tie the game at 5.
It was just sitting there for him, but it was, as you're right, Scott, he had to pull it back.
Too much with it now. Here come the Frontenacs. Battaglia trying to cut to the net, puts it into the front, and it goes off the pad of Andrew Oak and into the net.
It just went under his pad. It was an innocuous. What even a shot?
Gets it back. Backhanded pass, Niemi through the circle. What a shot! They score. Battaglia just chips it over the glove of Andrew Oak. A bullet pass, and the capitalization makes it. Frontenacs back the other way. Battaglia 2-on-1 with Hopkins. Backdoor feed, and he's going to sweep it home.
The hat trick 4-on-4, and it goes from bad to worse here for Sag.
As well, Zilkin's on top of one of the Frontenacs. Meanwhile, Euronen back the other way. Nice move through. Go backdoor.
Fisher will collect. Gave the puck away. Spun down low. Gage Hayes, the goal scorer. Gandon out front. He scores. And again, turnover turns into a goal, and we're tied at 2 as Gandon has his 29th.
He's well known in this building for his exploits against the Sarnia Sting. Strikes again as Hayes with a nice pass through. Gandon beats his man to the mark. Going here in the second period for batter bust.
Sting can't clear after Wainwright won the face-off. Battaglia, now it's up top. Niemi's down low. They score. It's Battaglia off a beautiful feed by Niemi, and Kingston's got their first lead of the half back. Looking for options and gave the puck away as it's chipped out, and it's going to be Euronen, Battaglia, Euronen, and the empty net goal is scored with 47.5 seconds.
Chip that one forward in the corner. Again, one-timer scores! Jacob Battaglia in the slot, and he's able to find the back of the net, and the Frontenacs, they're not done yet.
In the back. Again, just nice work. Look at that feed by...
Path for that pass. Now he'll hang on to it. Gives it to Burns. Shot tipped in front by Battaglia. Beautiful setup Burns to Battaglia. It's 4-2.
Well, Burns on the back door. Battaglia on the back door, and Burns really with.
That's Battaglia. Returns it. Pinnanemi. One time, Ronan scores. No doubt about that one. All finished there. 1-1 hockey game.
Well, there's that laser shot that we've seen the last 3 home games.
Had it temporarily. Battaglia still with a nice move as he carries in. Beautiful feed. Gandol. Battaglia robs. They poke and scores. Fantastic work by Gandol and Battaglia. And I think
that move with the
shot there, deflected, loose biscuit. Battaglia found it, they poke away, they score! Side of the net, Gage Hayes kept on it, and Kingston in front 3-2.
Well, Leaders lost sight of the puck, and he starts moving to his right, and the puck didn't go to the right. And
McGowan comes active off the blue line. Behind the goal, Battaglia. In front is McGowan. Shot, Battaglia scores! McGowan planted himself as the screen, and Battaglia hits the twine as the lead is now 2. Kingston on top 3-1.
I think that might have been deflected by...
Pass blocked by Gandol. Kept in by the Frontenacs. In front, Battaglia takes the shot, scores! Jacob Battaglia, his...
Don looks like he kept it in, and there's Battaglia.
Spitfires going with 11 and 7 up front. 7 on the back end, as we've seen them do on numerous occasions this season.
Here's Burns, shot scores. So Frontenacs open the scoring less than 2 minutes in, and a shot from Burns will find the corner, and the Spitfires trail early.
Time, Hay on the draw, 1 though by O'Reilly. Kingston will control though, from the net they score. And now the Kingston Frontenacs are in this hockey game. That was your Ronan.
Gets inside of Burns and then couldn't get it to Robrick. Battaglia tip. Burns. Euronin shooting. Jeffrey with the same rebound is there. They score.
Cross-ice feed goes off a couple of sticks. Frontenacs able to keep it in control. Euronin tries to pack a pass across side to the net. Battaglia bouncing puck. 4-0 Kingston.
Well, easiest goal, 5-0. Easiest goal that Battaglia is going to score. That pinballed right into Battaglia.
Point there before he gives it back to Battaglia. Niemi looking for a shot, scores. Just held on to that puck until he saw an opening and beat McKenzie right under the bar on the glove side. Euronin for Pitt Willis. Oh, what a goal. It is Euronin. McGowan quickly over to Williamson. One-timer by Battaglia, not much on it, and knocked into the net by Joey freaking Willis with his hat trick. Baseballs it into the net.
Well, put the puck in the net.
Euronin gets it to Willis, high slot, leaves it for McGowan. Over for Euronin. One-timer by Battaglia scores. What a pass, Euronin to Battaglia, 6-2 Kingston.
Well, and it starts with McGowan making a great pass to Euronin over to Battaglia.
Battaglia steals it and finds Gandon. Back across Battaglia, drop pass. Euronin, that one goes off of Pete's player and beats Zach Bowen.
Gano ahead to Euronin. Touch feed to Gano. Wrist shot, scores! Over the blocker side of Krawchuk. And the Frontenacs have jumped out to a 1-0 lead.
Well, we've seen this all season.
Ahead for Battaglia. DeAngelis and Gano racing after the puck. Gano cut it off. Back to the point. Williamson picks up, scores! Right where the legs of Krawchuk might have gone up. The Sudbury Wolf in a position. He's got to get up. Now the Frontenacs bring it the other way. Battaglia, that gets the crowd roaring. Euronin, cross ice. Gano off the leg and
isn't
scores.
That the way?
Poor Gavin. One-timer, that was partially blocked by DeAngelis. Battaglia, one-timer, Gano scores! One-timer right under the bar. Frontenacs with a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's been the setup all year, getting Gaydon right in sort of the lower part of the circle, and again, not a lot that Krawchuk.
To Gandon. Shot, they score!
Bertucci. He loses it. Battaglia will go for a skate. Euronin back to Battaglia on his back end. Euronin! And he puts it in the back of the net. What a
nice little pass ahead, give and go right back. And
Gandol trying to keep it away from Beaudoin. Stewart takes the hit. Battaglia from the corner, passes it in front, kicked aside, rebound, scores! Pouncing on that one is Cal Ewens in the
just
front.
Forcing the Colts into quick decisions. There's the turnover there as Battaglia gets it up.
Enters the zone. Battaglia waits, gives it up to Ronan. In front, Gendon scores! What a setup by Ronan, and Cedric Gendon right in the slot. Ties it at 3.
On that one. And again, drop it off, and you're Ronan right to Gendon in front. He
Moves in to get it. His pass goes off a stick, but it ends up right back on his blade. Dishes off for Euronin. Pass across. They score! Cedric Gendon from Thomas Euronin.
Well, that play is set up by Battaglia. Excuse me, Battaglia.
Pass across for Burns. Directs it towards the net. Pass goes off the leg. Ronan scores! Right through the legs of Hillenbrand. And the Frontenacs have tied it up late in period 1.
Well, great puck movement by the Frontenacs up high in the zone, and then they get it low. Euronin comes down through the slot.
Battaglia grabs the loose puck. He's got Euronin. He's going to fake it. Now he passes, scores! Off the stick of Euronin, top corner. Frontenacs 2 straight, less than 2 minutes into period 2.
Well, Battaglia and Eliasson get into it, and
to stay with them. Dangerously cutting in front is Stewart, ends up on the stick of Tiller. Kept in by the front. There's Euronin. Got a tip, came right back to him and puts it home. And it's a 5-1 Kingston lead.
Remick makes the original save, but as you say, the puck landed right on his tape, and he was on a sharp angle and still got it.
And now Battaglia out of the box. Chips this one to the slot, trying to get back to it. Nice pass, shot, scores! Cedric Gendon, goals in 4 straight games, but what a pass from Jacob Battaglia.
Watch Battaglia here, just spots Gendon coming up the trailer, and his job there to bat it past Akey, and then gets it back right on the tape for Gendon and right over the right pad. The Frontenacs.
It's a no-win in particular, and it's Niemi that has it. Over for Gendon. Hayes down low for Battaglia. He scores from the side of the net. 1-0 Frontenacs power play goal. Jacob Battaglia.
Well, I think Hillenbrand may have been looking for Battaglia to go around the net. Puck bounces off the dasher board perfectly to him, and
low to Gage Hayes. Leaves it for Euronin. Pass in front. They score. Jacob Battaglia. We're tied at 2.
Well, Aitchison doesn't see Battaglia coming down behind him. It comes right down to the corner of the crease. And Euronin